So let's start with our duo report card. Let's start with LeBron, Anthony Davis.
Okay.
Okay, their talent's a 5. Anthony's the best big man in his prime. LeBron will be one of the top 2 players in the NBA. So I'd say talent 1 through 5, I'll give him a 5. Now, I'm only going to go 3 on chemistry because I've watched LeBron and Kevin Love, and I've watched LeBron and Chris Bosh. The LeBron big guy is a little problematic. LeBron tends to, at times, lose his confidence in his jumper. So what does he want to do? Drive to the basket and score over smaller defenders. But Anthony Davis spends a lot of his time, 90% of his buckets are around the basket. So again, these are 2 high-functioning basketball players, but I don't think the chemistry will be flawless. I think it'll be very much like LeBron and Biggs. We've seen this. I mean, I'm going off what I've seen. I don't think the chemistry will be as good as some other chemistry. So that's let's go to the second one. This is, I think, the second. It looks like, Kawhi and Paul. Now, I'm not going to give them a 5 for talent because Paul George is not nearly as good as Anthony Davis or LeBron James or Kawhi. So I think he's more of a 4. Kawhi's a 5. So the talent's a 4.5. But I think they work. Hardworking, nose down, not a lot of drama, defense, offense, can both hit a jumper, both respect each other. They have some similarities here, but they're not ball dominant. So even though they have similarities, I don't think they're ball dominant. So I would give each of them 4.5 talent, 4.5 chemistry. All right, let's go to Westbrook and James Harden. All right, talent, you can't deny it. James Harden is offensively the best one-on-one player in the league. And I know you think I'm crazy on this, but Westbrook is a world-class talent. I mean, come on. He's got a 44-inch vertical. He gives you 27 a night. He's Mr. Triple-Double. Chemistry, I don't think it works. So my scoring system, my scoring formula 1 through 5, their talent's a 5, 4.5 to a 5. Their chemistry's a 1. All right, let's go to the next one. And this, by the way, is in no particular order. I'm just like, how they end up, we'll see. Okay, this is the Warriors. Steph Curry and Klay Thompson are their duo. I'll give the talent a 4. Klay Thompson can be a little streaky. And Steph Curry, I love him, but there are times he gets sloppy, and he's not much of a defender. So I'm going to give their talent a 4. Now, their chemistry is as good as any duo ever. I mean, even their egos work. Like they're kind of, for NBA superstars, they're kind of like egoless. Steph's not a great defender, but Klay is extraordinary, so he picks up for him. So their talent's a 4, their chemistry's a 5. I forgot what my grades were here, but the chemistry on this is as good as chemistry's going to get. It's worked every year it's been together. Next one. All right, this is Brooklyn's new team. Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving. Again, Kevin's the first or second best player in the world, and Kyrie's the best small finisher perhaps ever, left and right hand. I have my doubts on chemistry. I think Kyrie is a ball-dominant guard, i.e. Harden, i.e. Westbrook. I think he's hard to play with. Now, he did play in a couple years really well with LeBron, but LeBron was so much better than everybody else in the league. LeBron made bad coaches work. I don't think the chemistry's great. So talent, I'd give him a 5, the Brooklyn duo. Chemistry, work in progress. Maybe better early than late, but I'd give it a 2.5. Let's go to the next duo report card. All right, Milwaukee. I give the talent a 4. Giannis and Chris Middleton. I give Giannis a 5. Chris Middleton's a 3. So it becomes a 4. Middleton's a really nice player. He's not special, but he's a really nice player. Chemistry, fantastic. You got the guy who scores low. You got the hardworking guy, Chris Middleton, who can hit the jumpers. Again, I've seen this work for a couple years now. The chemistry here, they're both good guys. Giannis was ignored for a long time. Chris Middleton's an overachiever. They're good guys. They work hard. Very respectful teammates. Both incredibly coachable. Chemistry's a 5 in Milwaukee. Next one. All right, this is the Sixers, Embiid and Ben Simmons. Again, I think their talents. I like Simmons better than everybody else. I think he's absurd. Embiid's arguably the best big man. Everybody loves him. Scares me about the physical stuff, but he is a monster. I mean, the guy's absurd talent. Now, Ben Simmons, if Ben Simmons could hit a jumper, I would put their talent at a 5. But I'm going to give it a 4.5 because Ben Simmons does everything well except shoot, and you got to ding him for that. I don't like how they work. I don't like their chemistry. I don't like it. Simmons needs the open paint. Embiid's not going to move outside much. I don't think it works. I think, listen, if it worked, they would have won the East. because their talent is absurd. We got another one? All right, here's a Boston one. Kemba Walker and Jason Tatum. Listen, they're not knocking anybody's socks off at this point in talent. Kemba's a really good player. He's a B. Jason Tatum plateaued. I think he'll pop more this year, but he is a baby. And what is he, like 20 years old? So if you're gonna give Giannis a 5, he's gonna be more of a 3. Now, chemistry, I'm gonna guess here, but I think it works. Kemba's fairly egoless. Jason Tatum and Brad Stevens, I think the chemistry in this is pretty good. Now, I think their ceiling's low. I think it's a team that'll win playoff games. I think if you put them in the West, they'd be kind of a team. They wouldn't be as good as Utah. I don't think they'd be as good as Denver. I don't think they'd be as good as Portland, Lakers, Clippers. But I think in the East, you know what? You can have an off night in the East and win games, and you build that chemistry and you build that confidence. I like the Celtics' chemistry more than their talent. 2.5 talent, 4 for a chemistry. All right, next one. All right, Blazers. Now, you may say, how are you giving Damian Lillard and C.J. McCollum just a 3 in talent? Because Damian's fantastic. C.J.'s a really nice player. But do you think C.J.'s special? Is he Giannis? Is he AD? Is he Kawhi? Is he Harden? No. I think he's a good player. I think Damian's filthy. Now, the strength of this, I think their chemistry's great. It's not easy to play when you have your best player's a guard and he's a scoring guard like Damian Lillard. But Damian's a good dude. McCollum, they play well together. You know what they are? They're a poor man Steph and Clay. And I say poor man just because Steph and Clay are the best backcourt of my life. Damian and CJ are one of the top 5 or 6 backcourts of my life. So I'd give their talent a 3, their chemistry a 4. And what's left? All right, the Jazz. Now, this one's fascinating because I actually like their team. Mike Conley and Donovan Mitchell. Now, I'm only giving their talent 2.5 because I do think Conley's past his physical prime, although I like him a lot. He's some injury stuff to worry about. And Donovan Mitchell has not hit his prime. Very good defender who's becoming a better offensive player. I think their chemistry is going to be great. I'll give it a 4. I think they're going to work really well together. I may be lowballing their chemistry. I got a feeling their chemistry is going to be great. They're both really good guys. Both play defense. But I can't give them a ton of points on talent because I think Mike's past his prime and Donovan's not into his prime. So I may be a little low on talent, but I put their talent at 2.5, chemistry at 4. Anything left? Oh, Denver. Yeah. Okay, now this is interesting. Jamal Murray and the Joker. I give their talent a 4. First of all, Jokic, I think, is the best ball-handling, passing big ever. He's really good. And I love the way they work together. Jamal Murray's the perfect guy off ball with the Joker in Denver. I think their chemistry is great. I'll give it a 5. And I think it's just going to get better. When they're on the court together, that team is really good. I'm not going to give their talent a 5 because I think Jamal Murray at this point is more 3 to a 3.5 player. I think he's getting better, and I like him a lot. Jokic is the most underrated player in the NBA. He's got an NBA bad body. He plays in the Rocky Mountain. They were too young to get noticed until the playoffs, but he is absurdly talented. He is the best passer on their entire team. And the last guy, there's only been 3 centers in my life that were great passers. Bill Walton, Arvydas Sabonis, and Jokic. Like the best passer on their team is a center. And we got anything else? Oh, Mavericks, okay. I'm going to give them a higher talent grade than you'd suspect, 4.5. Luka Doncic and Kristaps Porzingis. I think they're absurdly gifted. Just don't forget how good Porzingis was. Has the NBA ever had a 7-4 slasher? That's it. Now, their chemistry is going to be very interesting. I just don't know. I just have to watch it. Luka is going to score a bunch of points. You're going to look up in 15 years with Luka Doncic, and he's going to be a top 7 scorer in league history. He's going to score 24 points a game for 12 straight years. He's just a natural scorer. He was in Europe. He is here. And then Porzingis. So I give their talent a 4.5, their chemistry a 3.5. Now, don't show me the tears yet. Close my eye. Okay, so for my radio audience, the TV audience, I don't know where they end up. I said I want to score everybody, but I don't want any bias. So and my staff said there's going to be 3 tiers. The title contender tier, the very, very good and interesting, but not a title contender tier, and it won't last long tier. It won't work. So let's go to tier 1. Now I'm going to turn up and watch. What is tier 1? Okay, tier 1 is Warriors, Bucks, Denver, and Clippers. So that, to me, should be favored for the NBA championship. Talent and chemistry. Now, obviously, coaching matters. Bench matters. That's tier 1. Denver, Clippers, Warriors, Bucks. By the way, that Denver's higher than people think. What's tier 2, which is very good and very interesting, but a notch below the title teams. Tier 2 is LeBron AD, Luka Porzingis, Durant Kyrie, which won't happen next year, and Damian C.J. McCollum. So these are playoff teams. They win multiple series, but they maybe get ousted in the conference finals.
This is for this year.
Yeah. And then what's the tier 3, which it's just not that great. What? Boston, Houston, Philly, Utah. Well, Utah's got a great coach, and Utah has a very good starting 5. So we're only judging duos, right? You need other stuff. You do need a bench and a coach. So, all right, so Utah's the team I really like in tier 3, Conley and Donovan Mitchell. Mike's out of his prime. Donovan's not yet in it.
I think you have CJ and Dame a little low on the talent ends because you have Jamal Murray and Jokic higher than them. So I would have given them like a 3.5, 4 on the talent scale. But I do think there is something with Westbrook and Harden. I know they both have very high usage rates and they both like the ball, but they've known each other since high school.
Yeah, but they
played together for several years.
A lot of people I went to high school with, I just don't like.
I mean, sure, but you if you played with them, you don't have to, they have a relationship, so you don't have to get past that hurdle to begin with. And they both are at the time in their career where they have something to prove. They need to win a championship to validate their career. Mm-hmm. I think the chemistry will be better than people think.
And you think I'm a little high on Denver's talent and a little low on Westbrook Harden chemistry.
Yes. And CJ. Well, yeah.
I'm a little low on Dame. Portland's talent.
Yeah.
All right. Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from The Herd or go watch a few segments from other shows on FS1.